Why is OBS having issues?
Your stream might have died.
No? Maybe?
You're offline on Twitch.
Oh, are you fucking me?
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that your stream on YouTube just died.
I'm gonna be so pissed off. Bro!
Wow, my stream's still up.
Bro, it did turn off, motherfucker!
I'm so glad I'm not monetized. Dark Tide is a funny experiencing.
I had 100 people going. Oh my gosh. Fucking hell.
Dark Tide is a funny experience. Oh, hell, temp. Hey. No, it is a fun experience. I didn't play it for a while, and then I just, like, stopped.
At least YouTube notified me. Am I online now? Fucking hell, I'm almost sad.
You are on Twitch, yes. I will need to, like, reset the YouTube stream, though. There we go. It's back up. And very blurry. There we go. We're up. The perks of Hood'em. Oh.
I'm upset.
I didn't play Dark Tide for like a long time there, and then I started playing it at chat's recommendation, and now it's like really, really good. So
I am upset. That is like legitimately upsetting. Are we good? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if Restream or OBS.
Oh, this is not. This is definitely Restream.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, because I've been dropping frames too.
What is your server that you're using?
I don't know. I've asked you how I can check that, and you've not given me an answer.
Did you connect your Restream to your OBS?
Yes, obviously.
Okay, so if you go to settings and hit stream, it'll tell you what server you're in.
Is this on Restream's website?
No, this is on OBS.
Okay, settings. Stream. US West Seattle.
Okay.
So
we're gonna try this again, chat.
I'd have to turn off stream to fix it. It's fine. I'm not dropping that many frames. In fact, it's going down. You're fine. And anyone who came to my stream, because Occo's stream died, Occo's stream is now back up. Though I would appreciate it if you're on my stream, leaving a like and subscribing. I
don't think it's Restream's fault. I honestly don't know whose fault it is. All I know is that the stream died and it came back. I'm gonna say that probably wasn't the Wi-Fi, but I have been having some weird Wi-Fi issues. If I continue to have Wi-Fi issues, I'm gonna call my provider and say, well, yo, what the hell? You told me this was the best internet, and it continues dying, and I'm hardwired. This is pissing me off. I ain't paying the extra $10 a month if it's not gonna work.
Agreed. Yeah. Played it on and off every once in a while. Not too far though, but it's been fun. It has been fun. I've been playing. For those of you who haven't been watching me, I have been playing Rogue Trader on Fridays and Dark Tide on Saturdays.
Car said it was Restream. Why is Restream having issues?
Oh, is Kirsha been having problems too?
Yeah, her election stream, she had to restart it like 3 different times.
Okay. So yeah. Weird. Okay. Well, if Restream's having issues, that sucks.
It does, because that's what I like to use.
Yeah, same. Is temp lactose intolerant? No.
I'll stream to just YouTube until it gets its shit in the bag, but I would prefer not to do that.
I'll stream just to YouTube as well if they're having issues like that.
Like, that is frustrating. Anyway, I don't want to harp on that any longer, just so that the stream doesn't die while I'm screeching about it. So let's continue our talks here. What were you talking about?
Temp's got milk. Oh no. Well, I was just talking about my Warhammer streaming.
All right.
I've been playing Road Trader on Fridays, Dark Tide on Saturdays, and then we've been doing Nightwave on Sundays. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching both at the same time. Good. I'm watching picture in picture. Awesome.
I say now that, you know, we've gone through that, maybe we should get into the main topic just before shit hits the bed again. Chat.
Yeah, so.
Fun fact that you might not know, but Japan really doesn't like censorship. which is based and red pilled.
I want you to fix that statement. The actual people in Japan don't like censorship. The big company people love it.
It depends. I know that Nintendo does technically count because, well, I don't know if you would call that a yes and no when it comes to whether or not that's
Nintendo's
censorship.
Weird with censorship. Because Nintendo Japan, they really don't. Nintendo of America, they do.
This is true, but we don't count America because America is full of filthy, filthy Americans.
This is also true. But sometimes as well, NOJ does have to prove it.
What do you mean?
Well, like the Link's diary thing.
Oh. Well, okay. Anyway. We're kind of getting off tune here. What I'm trying to say is, nobody really likes censorship, especially Japan. You want to know why Japan doesn't like censorship? It doesn't allow them to have all the horny shit that they like. And let me tell you, the horny shit that they try to put out is stifled due to censorship. And recently, the Japanese government has been very upset with the censorship that they are getting. I just got done on restreaming. Restreaming, I think it has to do with how many platforms you're streaming. If it really is that many, I'm streaming to 4. I should have no issues.
I'm streaming to 2.
It's whatever. Anyway, so do you have the article pulled up?
I do. Well, kind of. I have
kind
the one.
I have the tweet. There's a couple of things we have here.
Yeah, I have.
I want to read the Twitter post.
Scratch Point. Which one? Yoko Taro or?
I'm pretty sure I posted one by the Japanese government. Here, let me pull this up.
Okay, if I understand which one you're talking about, then okay, I have it open.
All right, chat. So, the Japanese government. I know that this guy's an official. I don't know who he is. Put out a statement when it came to censorship from the banks. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how big this is. Because as I believe it, this is the first time a government has actually, like, seriously sat down and said, okay, this is kind of fucking up with things that we like. So real quick, I want to have mention this. West is too sensitive to nudity, meanwhile blood and gore is all dandy. Yes and no. They're too sensitive to nudity unless it comes from the West. If it comes from the West, they don't care. But if it comes from anywhere outside the West, they will hunt you down. Great examples of this is Japanese games on PlayStation getting censored. Meanwhile, American games on PlayStation are just hog wild. Yeah. Anyway. So, this statement was put out on Twitter by this person. And I would like to go through it. The banks ran by who? Yes. I am thinking that, if I remember correctly, the banks are the 4 big banks in the entire world. You know, Visa and MasterCard. And then there's the payment processors, who are also owned by them. And the payment processors are kind of like the guys that are actually inflicting all of this shit. But the big banks are the ones basically in charge of all of this. So, yeah. Let's go through this and read this, because this is actually pretty damn important. Okay. On November 8th, discussions were held in the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry and the Financial Services Agency regarding credit card regulations. Censorship by payment institutions in the digital space is becoming more and more serious. On the same day, it was reported that Melon Books mail order will no longer accept Visa and MasterCard payment. However, Visa and MasterCards can still be used in stores. I'm assuming that is a bookstore or an online service in Japan. The Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, which is also in charge of content strategy, should work together with its departments to understand why regulation of expression by acquirers and payment processor companies is rapidly expanding and consider ways to address the issue. We live in a digital age, and as the nation moves forward with its content strategy, it cannot be the case that content can be freely traded in real life, cannot be traded online. If we are to further promote cashless payments, it's essential that we understand the issues and take immediate measures to address them. During the discussions held on this day, the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry and the Financial Services Agency confirmed the following facts. 1. Credit cards are regulated by installment sales law, which is under the jurisdiction of the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. 2. Issuers, acquirers, and payment processing companies are required to register. If they meet the criteria, they must register. Supervisory authority is narrow. On the other... Okay, this is just... on the other hand, banks supervised by the Financial Services Agency are required to license, and they can set change conditions, giving them broader supervisory authority. 3. MEDI only supervises issuers on proper credit card, acquirers, and payment agencies on proper information management. There have been 6 cases in the past where administrative sanctions have been imposed on these issues. 4. The Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry supervisory authority does not extend to international brands which are not subject to the Installment Sales Act in the first place. 5. There are no regulations or supervisory authority over merchant fees, payment withholding, chargeback, etc. Even if there is improper handling, it is not subject to administrative sanctions under the Installment Sales Act. 6. Even if acquirers and payment agencies try to restrict expression by threatening to terminate contracts or withhold payments, they have no supervisory authority. And 7. The Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry does not understand why the expression restrictions by acquirers and bank processing companies are rapidly expanding. So that last part there is pretty important. Credit cards are important infrastructure in the digital age. Despite this, the government's involvement in credit card companies is extremely limited. Of course, when a government imposes regulations, it generally restricts freedom and should be cautious. However, when it comes to the issues of credit cards, I believe that there needs to be strong government involvement in order to guarantee freedom of trade and expression, as well as the sake of maintaining infrastructure and economy security. This is an important issue, so we will continue to work on tenacity. There we go. So they're basically saying is they are noticing that banks are restricting usage for a lot of their websites. Because chat, pick a website that's in Japan that you have wanted to access, not necessarily to buy something, but to peruse it. Think of a website in the last year or 2 or 3 that you have tried to access and use, and Japan has eventually said, sorry, America said you can't look at this, so we're just going to remove it so that you can't look at it, period. That's happening at a pretty rapid pace, and it's happening more and more every single day. And it's getting to the point where the Japanese government is like, hang on, wait a minute, this is kind of weird. Why do you have unfettered power to come around and do this to us? This doesn't really make any sense. Exactly,
and I want to attach this statement with someone that I know most people here have heard of and enjoy what they have to say about this stuff.
Who is it?
Yoko Taro.
Ah, yes, so Yoko Taro made a statement too.
Those of you who do not know who Yoko Taro is, he's the creator of Nier.
Yes.
And I want to go on record that Yoko Taro has flat out said that he loves all the prawn that you all draw, but he wants it sent directly to him.
Yes, Chad, if you like 2B and all of the girls from Nier, now let's be honest, there really only is one girl from Nier that you guys draw, and it's 2B. He wants it directly sent to him.
He is just as much of a degenerate as all of you are.
Pretty much.
So, he did have this to say, and this was on the 5th, so 5 days ago.
This is before the big statement.
Yes, credit card and company or payment companies are refusing to accept payments for legal adult content. Unlawful regulations have been implemented in publishing and other areas before, but I feel that the level of danger is on a different level when payment companies, which are involved in the entire distribution infrastructure, are able to make such decisions at their own discretion. If they control payment companies, they could even use it to censor speech in other countries. Yoko Taro is even out here pushing free speech. He does not like that it has been free speech is being harmed in the West and in Japan.
That's pretty crazy,
and other countries as well, but those are the ones that are commonly brought up.
He signed the chick who cosplayed 2B's thigh. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm sure that he would love to sign more than just her thigh.
But he would then probably be arrested for doing more so.
Probably.
And
Anyway, that's besides the point.
Yoko Taro's based.
I just like girls. Oh my gosh. Yes, chat. But no, this is an issue because here's the thing, chat. And I feel like I have kind of been observing this for a while, and I've been observing it for a different reason. So when I first observed this issue was back when I was a peruser of the edgy side of the internet, I guess you could say. I never really was on 4chan. I never really was on those kinds of forums. I did occasionally look at the farms and participate in reading parts of it because I was interested in learning about the weird people that exist on the internet. And one of the things that I oftentimes paid attention to is the fact that these kinds of websites are always being attacked by banks and payment processors. And the reason why is not really necessarily understood, in my personal opinion. I think, unfortunately, there isn't really that much of a clear answer. And the only conclusion that I feel like a lot of people can come to, I feel like really the only conclusion people have been able to come to is it's either just censorship by far left individuals, or it is the more weird and, in my opinion, more plausible answer that is religious zealousy.
Yep.
And either way, it's kind of depressing to think about. And so I don't know. What do you think, Tim? I've been talking for a hot minute.
No, excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you.
No, I agree. And censorship needs to stop, and at least business people like Yoko Taro know that it needs to end. And their rights are being hurt by the banks in Japan.
Yes. Very clearly. Very, very clearly. And they're not even banks in Japan. Like, I feel like a good majority of the... I will be really straight with you right now, Chad. The people that are doing all of this, they are not Japanese by any stretch of the imagination. They are probably English. They are probably very religious.
Australian and Europeans as well. Evo Gremlin in your chat makes up a good point. Problem likely is not in the US, but in Australia. Payment processors will be criminally liable if AU, I'm going to say EU means EU, I'm not sure, is caught doing payment for lolicon from AU citizens, so they choose to keep, and I don't have, let me see if I bring up Twitch chat. So they choose to keep existing in AU over for fees in JP form. And ironically, I want to bring this up, and I think this kind of lines up with what we're hearing from this, is gaming companies in America are screeching. Ever since the AU means Australia, okay, fair. Companies, like CEOs for gaming companies, are cheering after the election, but the devs are like hard screeching. Like, how dare Trump win?
We don't care about the devs anyway. The devs don't have devs don't have any rights, chat. You know this to be true.
But they're all getting angry about it because he's actively going to fight for free speech. That's been one of his big things. It's only Japanese devs recently that seem to understand that the leftist stuff is messed up. First, the Yuji Horii interview, now Yoko. Exactly, and guess what? They're both square. I want you to keep that in mind. Both times we've heard them talk out, it's been square.
Well, Square is becoming more based then. Possibly, hopefully.
So,
especially the fat devs. Oh my gosh, chat.
A lot of people in the West are really angry that Trump won, especially game devs. Why? It's because they're basically being told that they can't just do agenda anymore, which is what it's all been about for years. Duh, they hate free speech, exactly. But I don't believe that they need to be fearing Trump. And I talked to you about this.
Yeah.
What they're fearing is Elon. Under typical circumstances, the Elon wouldn't be a threat. But now he is. Because of the position that Trump has put him in. So what you saw him do to Twitter, which is now X, you will start seeing in Hollywood, in these gaming companies. They're going to start cutting funds for agenda.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw a little bug. You continue talking.
And if you don't think Elon's not going to do that, if you watch what he says on his Twitter or X, he is very pro free speech, pro anti-DEI. Like, that's been his major thing. Like, he's talked about that a lot. So don't think he's not going to do that. And Japan is also affected by this. Like, obviously, Elon and Trump are not going to have a major deal with, like, money as far as over there. But a lot of their censorship is influenced by Western censorship. So we start seeing DEI going down here in the West, you're going to start seeing censorship die over there too. Because the Japanese, they don't care. A lot of their market, and they know it, is Western, and they start saying, oh, the Western like this. I don't know why, but they do this. So if we start showing them that we don't like this, it's also affecting the EU. Yeah. I can't believe Trump and Elon might save anime. It's really sad to consider the fact that Trump and Elon, or specifically Elon, might. Yeah. And that's what's going on. And that's specifically what people like Yuji Horii and Yoko Taro are talking about, is that level of censorship and free speech being gutted over there too. And unless something is dealt with it, or dealt about it, then it's just going to stifle creation over there too, which they don't want.
Sorry, I'm just texting my landlord, letting him know what happened.
Okay, you're fine. So, plain and simple, they want free speech. They want no censorship. Because these things prohibit creation. They prohibit what's what I'm looking for? Inspiration, imagination, and they thrive on this over there, and it's being killed. Do you hear all the Hoyo meltdown because Elon used HSR character in one of his? No, I didn't, but I love that. That's great. Akko's sleepy. Akko was having internet issues, and on top.
No, a bug. I saw a bug, and whenever there's a bug, I have to report it immediately. So I'm just reporting it immediately. I don't know. Hopefully nothing bad. Sorry, I'm back now, chat.
I get like.
I hope it's not a roach.
A fly or a spider.
It was a little. I'm afraid it might be a roach, but I hope not.
Okay, fair.
I just moved here.
Yeah. And if it's a roach, they might make you move to somewhere else.
I don't think so. They'll just probably spray. What sucks is I keep my area really clean, so that would really suck. Like an insect bug? Yes, an insect bug, chat. Let's not focus on that right now. I will only, like, freak out if there's multiple of them. But now I gotta, like,
if it's one, maybe two, that's an anomaly. Like, okay.
It was just one, whatever. But I emailed my landlord and told them I'd like to have somebody come and spray.
Good.
I am asking to join.
You may join.
Awesome. How's it going?
It's going.
Have you been fighting with Bent anymore?
No, I decided to stop replying because I realized that there is a point when there are people that are trying to nip at your heels that don't deserve your attention, because you giving them attention gives them way more attention than they actually deserve. So I'm just not going to.
That's why I responded by making 20 tweets about porn.
Welcome. You join a conversation where we're talking about Japanese censorship right now.
About the credit cards?
Yes, we're talking about that right now, and about how the government, the Japanese government, is finally like, hey, by the way, this is kind of dumb, and we kind of want some answers for this.
Well, it also lines up with it's not the it's one of the big. It's not. I almost want to say who, but who's incorrect. What's the big like world government organization? I'm blanking.
The UN?
The World Economic Forum?
No, the UN. Mizu's right. Where the UN was basically demanding Japan just stop hentai and doujins, and they just want that to be gone.
They have been kind of on that warpath recently, haven't they?
They have been, and
last time they tried it, the guy got arrested.
Yeah,
that's right. The guy that demanded it had like, what was it, terabytes of CSAM?
I don't know the exact amount. It was a lot.
It was a lot of CP.
Have Akko ever had an Asmon Gold moment? No, I have
It's
not.
not NATO. It's the United Nations. Yeah.
NATO's the army bit.
Yeah.
Come on, chat. I'm not that dirty. I actually keep my place relatively clean.
So
like all my dishes are washed and all my. You know what? While you guys talk, I'm gonna make sure that my sink is plugged.
NATO's military. No, it's UN. The UN is basically demanding Japan stop all forms of naughty. Like before, it was just manga. Now they're demanding everything.
Yeah, I gotta sneeze.
I would say, and I hate to say it, I would say under Biden or under the current leadership, I could see that going through. Under Trump, no, I don't. No, I don't see it, and I know because he has nothing to do with over there, but they love him over there. So,
I've talked about this before. It's because the Japanese like Shinzo and Shinzo like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty straightforward.
No, I fully expect Japan to tell him to kick it, shove it where it don't belong.
I'm hoping that, given the fact that Trump kind of likes Japan and its peoples, that he will take steps to fix shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The United Nations is starting to thread on its very dangerous ground. It's risking its own existence over freaking cartoon porn. Yeah, it is. Part of me makes me think that the attack on hentai games and culture is an attack specifically on young men, you know, because men bad. Very possible, actually.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, my apologies. It's just whenever I see a bug, like I have PTSD from my last apartment from 4 years ago. I kept it really clean, but like
it's way more than 4 years ago.
No,
like
I lived there in 2019. It's 2024.
Yeah.
Fuck, it is fun.
That's not how math works.
Shut up. Oh my gosh, I feel so much older now. Chat, before the world fell apart, I actually was way more responsible. I had an apartment. I had a job that paid me so much money. I saved like $800 in savings a month. And then the world fell apart and I lost all of that.
I will be totally honest. I was far less responsible before it hit.
It still makes me sad to think about that.
And then I had to grow up like super fast.
Hag love. Yeah, I guess I'm approaching that anyway. Anyway, I had some PTSD from when I had roaches in my last apartment because I kept my place clean. But like, they still like showed up midway through my second year. And I was wondering if somebody that recently moved in just wasn't clean. So I had to start massively cleaning, so I'm gonna get this shit locked down before there was an issue.
Good. When Trump almost got assassinated, the country Trump sent his son to as a Disney survivor was Japan of all places. Really?
Really?
Wait, was it Baron or which one? I'm just kidding. I'm assuming Baron.
I would. That is pretty based. IMO.
Because Baron's the only one in school out of all of his kids.
Yeah.
That's pretty based. No, not gonna lie. All right. Sorry. Well, you guys were still talking about the censorship, right?
It was Baron? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we were just saying that the UN, like under Biden, I could see the UN's ruling, like demands going through. But under Trump, I do not see it.
Oh no, I don't think so. I think that they're gonna whine and bitch and moan.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna keep moaning and bitching about it, but
I was basically traveling like an animal for a while during the pandemic. During the
Went up for
pandemic,
it.
I went to some dark places because, you know, you lose your job, you lose a good chunk of your income. You're kind of stuck with family, and you don't hate your family, but like you're stuck with your family, and after a while, everybody that you love starts to feel annoying when you don't really get your own personal space. And
see,
I want to say the streaming kind of saved me.
for me, I will be totally honest, chat. Those 4 years sucked so bad. Because those were the years that my mother got sick.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I had to grow up. Like, I was already like in my 20s, but like I had to like jump a few like years in maturity.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to like reminisce about the past.
No, we're not. It's only about the future at this point.
Yes. So Japan is like saying, "Hey, this is an issue. We got to take care of it." What do you both think is going to happen as a result of that?
I don't see anything changing.
I said it on Twitter, but it's not going to be fixed without government regulation.
Yeah.
Which government,
Basically,
American.
Okay, so you think that the American government is going to have to fix this?
Yeah.
There's no way. Japan will change, but the problem is they try. I don't want to say bowing, but Japan's, when it comes to censorship, pretty much does all their censorship based on American desires.
Well, they're just kind of behind with what they
They are.
want, and by the time they realize it, sometimes it is kind of just like a too late thing.
Exactly.
But hopefully they kind of figure that out sooner. I mean, they are kind of figuring it out. I just hope that...
Well, what's happening is, under normal circumstances, Japan is fine to just censor it for the West and call it a day, because they're like, fuck it. If they want it that way, they can have it that way. The issue that they're running into now, and why they're starting to actually get upset about it, is they're actually having their entire services just be straight up blocked by credit card companies.
Mhm.
Yep.
And they can't do like their normal thing of, just censor it and send it to the West. Fuck it. Because their actual companies are getting fucked with now.
Yeah.
It's going to make them super upset. It's already making them super upset.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's at the point where it's just like, how about we don't do that, America?
Pretty much.
So, I don't know. I do think Trump does have a soft spot for the Japanese.
I think a lot of the changes you're going to see when it comes to this is not even going to be from Trump, though. I think he's going to have a spot in it, but it's going to be Elon.
It's definitely not going to be those damn rhinos that are trying to keep, that are trying to hurt him right now.
They will have to actively hurt it.
Yeah, did you see that Mitch McConnell is trying to, like, push an emergency vote for the Senate Majority Leader before he even gets in office?
Yes, I did. He knows what's up. He's trying to keep an ounce of, like, something.
Let me tell you, chap. We don't get political here, but I don't like Mitch McConnell at all. I think him and a lot of the old dogs in the Republican Party just don't work.
He's part of the reason Trump wants to add term limits.
Yeah. So it's just like, a lot of those guys just don't work, and I am surprised that they're still there.
Mitch is a zombie. He is.
He is.
So, yeah. Have you seen Trump's declaration against censorship when he gets in office? If I was Banks, I would start to thread very lightly along with the UN.
Lolly, thank you for the 1 bit. I appreciate that. Dude's a snake. Yeah, he legit chat again. I don't talk about politics, but I am like involved to the point where I listen to it, and sometimes talk about it with family. But the amount of shit that he pulled during the last midterm just to try and like hold on to a majority of anything, it was just like, I see what you're doing, old man, and it's just like you need to just stop. I'm done dealing with people that and I know why he's doing it, and it just bothers the shit out of me. And I will be majorly disappointed if Trump just lets him do it. I don't think he will, but I will be
Elon has
upset.
already made a post saying that Mitch is trying to do this. Go actually vote for someone who not.
Yeah.
Like, let me see if I can find the actual post. Look.
Alpha, thank you for the 5. It has to be our side because Japan doesn't have the power to affect Western payment processors and credit card companies outside of banning them. Very true. Very, very true. Which is why I kind of hope that happens. You know, if Elon gets in, dismantles a lot of the shit that's been going on, and then says, oh, by the way, banks have to let everybody process things unless it's actually illegal. I think that is going to rattle some heads because, and now again, this is one of the things that I paid attention to because I pay attention to the weird side of the internet, like the farms. That is something that would fix unilaterally if banks were required by law to process transactions unless it was illegal, or unless they had specific court orders. That would fix a good chunk of it. I don't know if it would fix everything, and you guys can tell me whether or not you agree or disagree. I feel like that would fix almost everything wrong with the banks of today. Because unfortunately, due to the Patriot Act and a lot of other things just kind of after that, banks have been given the unfettered ability to get rid of anything they don't like by calling it terroristic or just like any like something that's unsafe for their brand that falls along that way. And I feel like if Elon just came in and said, nope, you can't do that anymore, that would be great. I'd be fine with that, you know?
So the name he brought up was Rick Scott.
Rick Scott. I am unfamiliar.
Let me bring up one of his posts, or like who he is.
Sorry, chat. This stream became political because we're talking about Japan.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay with that. If not, I apologize in advance.
We'll move on from this soon.
No, I feel like it's okay. You know, because people are here for it.
Yeah. This is not gonna be our only topic tonight. I will promise you that.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of other things to go over.
Well, this is just the big meat and potatoes here.
Yes. Okay. Rick Scott, Florida's U.S. Senator. And he's apparently running against McConnell to become House Leader.
Well, my parents live in Florida, and they tell me that most of the Florida people are cool, so I'm going to say he's probably cool, too. It's Japanese, so we're fine.
So yeah, I mean, I think Japan will probably end up clearing this mess up.
I hope so.
It's just, it needs to happen on our side first.
I agree. I agree. Censorship is politics? Yes.
Yes and no.
No. It is basically politics, yeah. I don't know. I think it's hard, chat, because again, like, you can point your fingers and try and like ask yourself, well, what reason do they have to ban this kind of shit? At the end of the day, it really is just like, in my opinion, religious zealousy. I don't really see it any other way than a bunch of old people that are very religiously sound in what they believe, and it's censoring shit, and that's kind of sad to me. More than just kind of sad to me. It's kind of despicable, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I want people to let their freak flags fly, because as long as it's not illegal and kids aren't involved, I really don't give a fuck about what people buy with their money. So,
yeah, pretty much.
You know, credit card companies are scandalous. I received a letter from our merchant processor once telling us we're not allowed to deny stolen credit cards. What?
Ugh.
That should be the opposite of what a credit card company is telling you to do. What?
They should be non-biased, like the phone company. I'm confused with that statement. What?
Alpha, thank you for 5 again. This situation is due to an Obama policy called Operation Choke Point. Biden expanded the privileges and the FDIC shields them. It runs deep. Oh yeah, they just gotta get rid of all that. And I don't know if that'll actually happen this time. I don't know. We'll see. Mizu, would you like
I'm not
to play
dropping
something
frames
together?
anymore, so I have game.
Sorry, what was that?
Would you like to play something together?
I wouldn't know what.
Terraria or what else? Mabinogi.
I'm
thought
gonna
you were
do
gonna play
some
Subnautica.
Terraria.
Terraria? All right. I'm down.
All right, I need a hammer. I don't have the hammer yet. So on the other note of Japan, did you happen to hear what Pocket Pair said?
Oh, yes. Okay. We'll transition to talking about Nintendo now. And everybody's upset at Nintendo for a facet of reasons. Chat, press 1 if you are very conflicted with Nintendo right now. Press 1 if you're upset at them, even though it's Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo, let's put it this way. Nintendo is very quickly becoming a very hated company right now.
Sadly. They kind of need to be our bastion of very good video games, and all they're doing is fucking it up. Unfortunately, not all of the reasons that it's that people hate them are justified, and we'll talk about that eventually. One of the reasons I'm just kind of like upset that it's happening, but it's not all their fault. Okay, let's navigate this so people understand what I mean.
Let me bring up the post. So Pocket Pair made a statement. Let me bring it up on screen so you all can see it. So Pocket Pair made a statement, and ironically it's in English on their JP website, which is funny. Basically saying, as announced on September 19th, 2024, the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, hereinafter referred to as the plaintiffs, have filed a patent infringement lawsuit against us. We have received inquiries from various media outlets regarding the status of the lawsuits, and we would like to report the details and current status as the case follows. 1. Details of the lawsuit. The plaintiffs claim that Palworld, released by us on January 19th, 2024, infringes upon the following 3 patents held by the plaintiffs, and are seeking an injunction against the game and compensation for a portion of the damages incurred between the date of registration of the patents and the date of the filing of this lawsuit. 2. Target patents, patent application date. This is basically, you could look them up. And we have Central Leaks as well who went over it. In fact, let me bring up Central.
Mizu, let me know when you boot it up.
They
I'm
did
getting it.
Okay.
talk about it. Basically, 3 submitted the claim and injunction against Palworld. Payment of 5 million yen plus late damages from to the Pokemon Company, and 5 million yen plus late damages to Nintendo. Nintendo is making great games in a sea of garbage right now, but their leadership and lawsuits are the worst in the industry. Yes. So basically, where is it in here specifically? Oh wait, no, this is a different one. That's a different one. Hold on. That is a different thing. Still Nintendo. Still something kind of shitty, but different. Okay, I can't find it. Basically, what Nintendo is going after them for, according to quite a few people, is what we all thought, which is the capturing of monsters in balls. They didn't specifically say balls, but it's just capturing of monsters, period. Which is bad.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other ones is the use of mounts.
Yeah.
It's up, by the way.
Okay. So it's kind of gross, in my personal opinion, to hear that the fact that they are trying to regulate mounts of all things. Mounts have been in games, chat, way before Nintendo used them, I feel like. I mean, like, wasn't it World of Warcraft that used mounts first? I want to say that they probably were.
I mean, they definitely used them before Nintendo did.
Yeah. So...
Now, I want to add on to this. Here's what people are pointing out. These patents were not filed. Now, and this is what Power was saying. Patent application date for the first one, July 30th, 2024. For the second one, February 26th, 2024. And third one, March 5th, 2024. All of them after the game had released. The funny thing is, Nintendo is likely to win this shit.
Now, it is important to say, even if they do win this stuff, it's really only viable for Japan. They can't really enforce it on the rest of the world. Which is really the thing here. Is oh, you go ahead.
Well, I wanted to bring up this
I feel like you wanted to rebut there.
And you're saying that Nintendo's like if they were to win, it's like Japan. While true, I think the mount thing might be what fucks them.
Oh, you think so? You think that they won't be able to
There's way too many games.
No, I agree. I 100% agree that that alone is like a big issue.
That has them is Japan, is Final Fantasy 14.
Oh no, yeah, 14 is like one of the biggest like 14, the amount of mounts that you get in 14, there's
Final
just
Fantasy in general, chocobos.
No, yeah, are they really going to go after Final Fantasy for the use of chocobos?
They might. They genuinely might. Yes.
I would love to see, see them try.
That one.
I would really love to like legitimately, chat. I love Nintendo. I love all of the games that they have put out for the most part. But I would love to see them like do that because that would be hilarious.
Yeah, too many games before, too many games after. Exactly. They might have been able to win if they only got the Pokemon or the capturing and like whatever. But the fact that they've mentioned mounts as one of the other patents. No, I think the mounts is what's gonna screw them in this. For all human logic, this case is garbage, but in Japan, Nintendo has legal nepotism and wins by default all the time. It's evil. Both WoW has used motion to capture monsters in a ball in the 3D environment and mounts way before Nintendo, plus the long list of others that did it too. The balls, no, because Pokemon has existed for way longer than WoW. But you are correct on the mounts. Unless, and this is... Oh my god, I'm going to laugh if Nintendo tries pulling this. The use of bikes in Pokemon.
You really think that they would be that stupid?
I think they'd be that petty.
That would be hilarious.
The use of bikes in Pokemon, I could see Nintendo pulling that one out of their ass.
See, Chad, it comes down to now, like, do you want to see them try this? And two, like, I mean, like, because here's the thing. They're going, the people that they're fighting against is Sony. A lot of people are under the assumption that what they're doing right now is not going after Pocket Pair specifically, but going after Sony in particular. And I can kind of believe that, especially because, you know, they're kind of rivals there. But, like...
That's what would make it a problem for Nintendo, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going up against Pocket Pair, you can be like, oh, it's a small little company, we can just outlaw fare them. But with Sony, which also has like somewhat home field advantage in Japan, you're kind of fucking yourself.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind that Sony does not own Pocket Pair. But, and some people have actually tried pulling, or saying that Sony could try pulling this, is buying Pocket Pair.
Which I would hope they would not, because I'd rather Pocket Pair be independent.
Same.
I'd rather they be independent. Now, keep in mind, this says Sony buying them, not PlayStation, which is two very different companies. Because even the CEO of Sony has gone to their PlayStation studios and told them to get their shit together. Clearly, they didn't. But.
Oh yeah, Akko, I'm gonna join Blue Team.
Blue Team?
Nintendo will sue Activision Blizzard.
Oh, right,
If
I need to choose that.
If Nintendo wins this, it is very possible they will go after Activision Blizzard or Microsoft.
How do you join teams again really quickly?
Escape, and then there's little shields on the right side.
Doesn't Pocket Pair have partnerships with Sony and Microsoft right now? Yes, they do. Because Power World is on Xbox, and it is now on PS5. They are also running servers through Microsoft servers, and they have partnered with Sony to bring out plushes and a Power World anime through Aniplex.
It's...
Aren't Sony's the one in charge of Crunchyroll? Yes, they are.
Indeed. Sony
in 2D,
owns
yes,
almost
but their
all
specific
localizers,
mention is for in a 3D environment. And Pokemon only very recently implemented a 3D environment and capture as a recent Pokemon implementation. And WoW did that first. Okay. Understood. I wasn't sure if there was only in 2D or 3D or both. Microsoft would destroy Nintendo. Microsoft has all the fuck you money. Yeah.
They kind of do.
Again, if this was just about the catching of creatures and other things in balls, Nintendo would very easily win this. I think they might have actually hosed themselves by the whole mount thing.
I don't think they would have won that either.
I think they would have had a higher chance.
Why do you think that, Mizu?
Well, because you're getting way too broad with that because of other games.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Because then they're gonna have to go for like other popular series that are gonna they're gonna be like a bit more established. Because here's something I think a lot of people don't necessarily realize. Whereas even if Nintendo did not intend to go after like other companies that like Yokai Watch and stuff like that.
Yokai Watch, Digimon.
Yeah, even if they didn't intend to go after those other people would kind of rally themselves around Pal World because they would know a Nintendo win would mean that Nintendo could come after them later.
Mm-hmm.
And they would want to prevent the precedent from being set.
And so they would instinctively support Power World for that entire reason.
We've seen it with other major companies before. When a big guy comes in and says, actually, you're not allowed to do this, and a bunch of other big guys kind of rally around him, and they're like, well, we do something like that too. We don't want you to set like a precedent with the courts that say we're not allowed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But is the mount claim bullshit enough to throw out the whole case, or would a favorable judge pick and choose to favor Nintendo? That is something that people were brought up now, because this case is only in Japan. This is only in the Tokyo court system. There has been a common theory that Nintendo could just throw them a pile of money and say, this is us.
You think that they're that corrupt?
There are theories that Nintendo has actually done that before, and that is why they commonly win these cases.
I would actually point out the fact that Nintendo really hasn't been shown to win much of anything in the past. I think a lot of people kind of misunderstand Nintendo getting their way for Nintendo actually achieving something.
Yes.
Because this is very common with specifically the like the emulator people, where people are like, oh, Nintendo won like this this fight against this fan game. It's like, no, they really didn't. The person that was making it just immediately caved as soon as Nintendo showed up at their door.
Yeah.
Yes, because Nintendo is, the big old, Nintendo ninjas.
99% of Nintendo lawsuit wins have never been to court. It's just Nintendo gave somebody a legal document and the person immediately caved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like some of these smaller people have to fight Nintendo, but anytime Nintendo has been in one of these situations, it's been against a smaller person that just immediately gave up. It's never been against like a company that actually fought back and the court sided with them.
Actually, yes. So a lot of people, I've noticed, have been calling Nintendo.
I have a wind
basically
flipper.
Japanese Disney.
So now I have a flipper.
Oh yeah, you can swim.
Pokemon Uranium and AMR too. AMR.
Pokemon Uranium never went to court.
No.
Again, they got a what do you call it? They got a cease and desist, and they just immediately
Both
caved.
of them were cease and desist. And this is what I brought up before. That Nintendo only typically does this around big releases.
Yeah.
So again, you're seeing them crack down on emulators. You're seeing them crack down on emulation. Period. Remember that we are less than, I'm going to say, 6 months out from Switch 2.
You think it's that soon?
Yes.
I think they probably moved up the timeline because of the Pokemon leaks.
Possibly. Now, Furukawa, the CEO of Nintendo, has flat out said they have not changed their plans to announce it in this fiscal year. So we will still see it before the fiscal year is up.
Mm-hmm. And the fiscal year is before the end of 2025, right?
No, that is by March. Is it like mid-March 2025?
Might be expecting a new Scarlet Violet expansion. I really don't think they're doing another one.
Soon, Occo, it's been years. Well, no, because Furukawa said this year that we'd still see it by the fiscal year. And he reconfirmed this week that we'd still see it this fiscal year. Nothing has changed that.
Dryad is whenever you kill any big boss.
Mizu brings up a good point. Maybe they were trying to spook Pocket Pair into caving, not knowing they had the balls to fight it. Yeah, Pocket Pair has the balls to fight this.
They do.
Also, Pocket Pair now has the money to fight it because
they do.
Pal World just took off for no reason.
And it wasn't for no reason. People were wanting genuine change in that genre, and Pokemon was stagnant. And they've been stagnant because they know it's successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's sort of what I mean.
And that's true. Even when it got to court, Nintendo cases were won by bleed out. So with this case, I'd say if Pocket can hold their own, I put out 60-40 Nintendo, which isn't bad. Yep.
Yeah, it's not just Pocket, but it's also Sony. I can see Sony fighting this, if not out of spite, out of like just wanting to protect themselves in the future against Nintendo lawfare.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird that now the tables are now that we have to support Sony after all of the censorship that they've done in America.
No, I'm not supporting Sony. I'm supporting Pocket Pair.
I mean,
I'm just saying Pocket Pair might have a good chance because they might have a big ally at their back.
You're not wrong. Ooh, grenades. And shurikens. Oh shit, my inventory's full.
On the note of Furukawa's announcements, there was another announcement, and this is good. We're going back to good. Because there's really not much more we can say about Pocket Pair. It's just Nintendo's bullshit, as usual. They did confirm. We're going to bring this up right now, chat. Nintendo has confirmed. Where is the... Oh, is it not there? Hold on. Did I put it in our...
What is it?
It's about, not crossplay. Here. They talked about backwards compatibility. Basically, saying, hello, this is Furukawa. At today's business direction meeting, we announced that the Nintendo Switch software will be playable on the successor to the Nintendo Switch. In addition, Nintendo Switch Online will also be available on the successor. We will provide more information on the successor to the Nintendo Switch, including compatibility with the Nintendo Switch at a later date. So they flat out just confirmed that Switch 2 will be compatible with the Switch 1 games, both physically and digitally.
Which is kind of what everybody was hoping for.
I think everyone was banking on just physical. I don't think anyone was like 100% confirmed with the idea of digital.
Right.
I didn't think it was ever in question that it would be backwards compatible.
I think backwards compatibility physically was a no-brainer. Because Nintendo has proved it time and again. Like, GameCube games were playable on at least first-gen Wii's. Wii games are playable on Wii U. Game Boy was on DS Lites.
Well, the fact was that it was called a Switch 2 that basically told me it was going to be backwards compatible.
Okay, that is actually incorrect. That is what a lot of people call it, but Nintendo themselves have never called it a Switch 2.
We're just assuming that that's what it is.
They've only said Nintendo or the Switch successor.
Unless they have and we just forgot.
I'm thinking it's Switch 2.
You think it's Switch 2?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I think Switch 2 just makes so much sense.
Chat, what are we going to call it?
No, I'm not saying that's the name of it. I think it's just going to be a Switch 2. It's going to be a better version of the Switch that has a bit more like tech behind it.
Nintendo has dominated the handheld market for years. That's been their bread and butter. So the fact they can have a home system also be handheld, that's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
I think my controller's dying. I need to plug my controller in.
I found the desert.
Nice.
So a lot of the actual names that people have thrown out is like Super Switch or like some really stupid, not stupid, but like cheeky, fun, like play on like the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, like the NES, SNES. But like, what if it's like Super Switch or something like that?
I don't know. I think the same thing that sucks is if they keep fighting battles with the people that don't deserve it. Some people are just not going to be into it. I do think that is a worry that we're going to have with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, even that's the thing is like they need to announce it soon because people need to start saving money for this if they want it. We also have to consider the fact of the tariffs. So the leaked costs might change now because of Trump's proposed tariffs.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny is a whole lot of people are trying to dunk on Trump supporters saying, oh, you guys don't know that your video games are going to get more expensive. Like, bitch, I knew that was going to happen.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, the fact that people still voted for him should tell you that they don't care.
Also, just so we're clear, if any of my video games get more expensive, it's absolute bullshit because I buy through online retailers.
Well, part of the reason as well is the proposed tariffs is meant to cut down on taxes in the U.S.
Yeah.
So while they are going to go up in price, we also might have more money.
I don't know. I feel like if an American company charges me more money for a game that I'm only buying digitally, it's absolute bullshit. They're just taking advantage.
Yep. I agree. Like, I could see like Nintendo games or like Japanese consoles charging more, at least physically.
Yeah.
But like Western,
anyone who says the games are going to cost more is just dumb, and they're just trying to get a W.
No, yeah, I agree.
I don't see it happening.
I agree. All those Bint supporters are trying to get a dab.
Oh, Ben's people are just dumb in general. Did you see one of them wrote like an essay about me?
I did, and they have me blocked, which is funny because like whenever I see a small person that has like less than 1,000 followers block me, I'm like, bitch, that doesn't mean anything to me. You blocking me legitimately is like, I'm trying not to be facetious. It's like literally having a small person point at the big person and say, you're not allowed to talk to me. It's just like, I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
The tariffs aren't targeted at Japan or tech manufacturers. Only dipshits think it will make game industry costs go up. The point is to go after non-American developers. Or not developers, but like,
No, the point is very specifically countries where we've outsourced.
Yes, that.
We haven't really outsourced anything to Japan because they actually still have like legitimate workers' rights laws.
Yes, so
Pretty much.
very likely that we're wrong. But they need to clarify this. They need to, clarify this for the people who are not in the know of are very unsure of how this is going to work.
Will it cost more digitally? I don't know. I'm not gonna say yay or nay.
Digital games already shouldn't cost what they do.
I'm not an expert, chat.
Yeah, digital games should already have a discount to them, and they don't.
Yeah, because you don't have the cartridge, and I know the cartridge is probably only a couple bucks, but still, it should be a discount because I'm not paying for the full thing.
Mm. Yeah, it's pretty much going there. The tariffs are pretty much to go after China. Yes.
Yeah, and Taiwan. Although, here's the thing. I have a feeling that,
No, it'd be China and India, probably.
Well, doesn't Taiwan make, stuff for us?
I mean, maybe, but they're kind of on our side? Sort of.
Well, even China's like, hey, we're ready to work with you.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Aw, rip.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We actually had a couple people on our political stream last week that said we shouldn't talk about politics because we clearly don't know what we're talking about.
I saw that,
But
yeah.
nobody was ever getting, specific. It was just, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Was that in the comments?
I not know?
Was that in the comments or just in the live?
That was in some of the comments. It was in the live, too, though.
I should read the comment, because I used to read the comments all the time, and I need to read them again, because I want to reply to some of them. Replying to comments is one of my favorite things to do now. Whenever somebody comments under my thing, I just have to be careful not to reply to the people that don't deserve it. Chat, by the way,
we had a couple people. They're like, "You guys clearly don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Well, okay, what do I not know?"
And then they didn't reply. That's funny.
Something I have to give Nintendo. Although the platform changed their operating system, the game coding has great retro compatibility because Nintendo uses emulators. Nintendo has been found. They actively use emulators.
As a side note, this kind of bothered me, or it just gets on my nerves a little bit. But because we're always talking about Johnny Somali and his friends acting like idiots in other countries.
Yeah.
And people tried to bring up that same thing with some people who went to the Nintendo Museum and found out they were using emulators on their official hardware. And they're like, no, you don't understand. You guys are just as bad as Johnny Somali and all the other people that you constantly rag on. No. I'm gonna disagree.
I don't think that's the same, because Johnny Somali is actively going around being a racist piece of shit, and that's just them pointing out that Nintendo is using emulators. I don't think they were necessarily disrespectful.
It was bullshit.
Yeah. They're trying to be no, you don't understand. It is just as bad as all these other people. It's no, I don't think it is. I'm gonna go with a no.
So there was two other topics about Nintendo before we can move on to something else. One of them is that Nintendo is suing someone for emulating games.
Oh yeah.
Not necessarily.
Well, I know, but that's the general run around that the internet has proposed. There is actually a little more to it.
We talked about this on the political stream the other night. Not on the Under the Tea, but on my stream, where we just laughed at VTubers, and mostly we were laughing at Johnny. TFM Johnny. But yes, they are not necessarily suing for emulating. They're suing for a guy who is streaming games that haven't even been released yet.
Yes. So people looked at this originally when this came out, that Nintendo was going after people for flat out emulating their games, period. That is actually false. What actually is gone through
Hey,
the
Akko,
document-
would you like to come home and try a boss?
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm in the desert. Or a rocky desert, I guess. There's like a lot of fire all around.
What people are going through is noticing that he's actually being charged for all the hours he's spent profiting off of unreleased games. Because the person they're going after has actually been found out that they have streamed Tears of the Kingdom before it released, Echoes of Wisdom before it released, Mario and Luigi Brothership before its release. And he's profited off of these before their release while emulating them. So they're basically taking him to court to pay for the damages of lost money.
Is that little ghost yours?
And they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's from Don't Starve Together collab.
admitted that he stole the stuff, and he is okay with that.
Right.
Which, look, if you do it after they were released, it's one thing. But he's doing it before these games even released.
I'm sorry, that was too good. Right. No, yeah, and
So-
that's kind of the problem that
Yeah.
people are running into is he's showing unreleased shit, and that's a pretty big problem.
Unreleased stolen shit.
Yeah.
Hard to feel sorry if you pirate a game before release? Yes.
Yeah.
So that is one thing that people were not pointing out when this document came out. Is that, oh, they're going after people just emulating games. No, that's false.
This is the same thing that happened with the guy that was running the ROM site, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're coming after him because he like had ROMs up." It's like, okay, already the ROM thing is a little iffy to start with, because once you're out there distributing a ton of them, it technically is their right to come get
it
you.
is.
Yeah.
But this guy specifically was giving out ROMs with ransomware in it, and then using it to like hijack people's computers and blackmail them.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
that's an
maybe
issue.
not use him as our as our hill to die on, please.
Yep. So, Nintendo is basically saying he has to pay them
I think we need more platforms.
$7.5 million.
Probably, yeah.
It's like a
It's
couple
not
more
against
layers.
the law to show unreleased content. This is true, but he is also profiting off unreleased content in a not official manner. Like if he was doing it on a Switch, it'd be different.
I have no idea how she hasn't killed me yet.
I don't know. That's a good question. I died from falling.
Yeah, that was your skill issue.
It was, yeah. It was a major skill issue.
I'm one hit away.
How the fuck has she not killed you? What the hell?
Oh, I
That is so
barely
stupid.
lived
This
it.
is literally killing the golden goose. Sure, make an emulator, but ROM the shit. Ask for donation, you'd be
Nice.
living large.
This whip I got from the boss we did last time
He had
restored some of
contraband.
my health if I hit it from like a far enough distance.
Really?
Yeah.
Oops. How do I use this again? There we go.
So the other bit.
Oh, it's got a melee item.
News on this front is partially Nintendo. It is under the Nintendo topic, but it is not Nintendo specific. It's IGN. IGN is like not good right now. Like they haven't been good for years, and we've known this. But
What did you get out of her?
I got the Nimble Thanos shivs and a heart insignia.
Oh, you might like this is the Keeper's Claw. It's a
Oh
melee.
my gosh. Here, I'll give you the...
It's a range thing.
Apologies, Tim. IGN.
So, this is days after they gave Dragon Age a 9. They gave Mario and Luigi Brothership a 5.
They did.
This is their reasoning. Apart from the combat, it fundamentally misunderstands its own past successes and completely fumbles Luigi's role in puzzle solving and exploration by making him more of a pain than a partner. The story is simplistic and unoriginal. It attempts at humor fall flat, and the overly chatty writing holds your hand to a ridiculous degree.
It's Mario.
1, it's Mario. 2,
It's meant for children.
I have actually heard, though I cannot confirm this, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but apparently there have been some people who worked on this review at IGN who are actually mad that they called it brothership and they didn't make them gay for each other. And that's the reason for this low score.
I want to say that that's a lie and that you're lying to me, but like at the same time...
Again, I cannot confirm this. So, but this sounds legitimate.
Remind me what they gave Concord. Didn't they give Concord like a 7?
Yeah, they gave Concord like a 7. Now, and keep in mind, this is also when such places like My Nintendo News, Nintendo Life, The Gamer, VGC, PC Mag, Eurogamer, Games Radar, Silicon Era, all gave this game like 8s or 9s, saying this game is fantastic. But companies like Digital Trends and IGN gave it a 5.
Yeah, it's IGN. What'd you expect?
Oh, not much. Of course, people also use this moment to laugh because IGN gave Sonic X Shadow Generations a 9 out of 10.
Did they really?
They did.
Okay, I have to ask. I'm assuming that...
They're pretty much just talking about Shadow Generations.
I'm assuming that it's different people rating these games, right?
Yes. Writing the reviews, you mean, but yes.
Whatever. But yes. That's I don't know how I feel about that, man. Like I think the Sonic Shadow thing was pretty cool, but like...
They're like, what world are we in? Giving a Sonic game a higher rating than a Mario game.
Right. No, yeah,
that's weird. But
you know they're bullshitting.
They're bullshitting, yeah. And here's the funny thing about IGN, and people really kind of treat it this way, is when IGN gives a game a really high rating, it's like, okay, but what's actually wrong with the game? And if they give a game a low rating, it's like, okay, so this game is actually good.
Yeah.
You can't trust them anymore at all.
No, I think that you shouldn't trust any of them anymore. All of them are just horrible people.
Oh yeah, they're very horrible people.
Speaking of horrible people, you guys know that Alyssa Mercante has been like fired from Kotaku, right?
Yes. Did you see where she went?
Where did she go? No.
Rolling Stones.
Nobody cares about Rolling Stones either.
No, no one does. I made the post, and I think Victus commented on it, and it's funny. It's like, I expected her to go to, like, IGN, or, like, any of, like, the other big gaming publishers, or, like, reviewers, or companies like that. Not Rolling Stones, of all places.
Right. Where'd you go, Mizu?
I'm headed out to the far right.
And already, with her being at Rolling Stone, she's already shitting on like Halo 2.
Oh, is she really?
Yes. Let me see if I can find the post.
Alyssa's going after Smash JT again. Well, she's got no other nemesis to go after except for somebody like him, so that doesn't surprise me. Ooh. A grapefruit.
Yes.
My thing is, do we know she got fired?
I
Because I saw a tweet that said she got fired, and then it linked to her tweet, and her tweet was just like, I'm leaving Kotaku.
Yes, we're not sure if she was fired or let go.
I feel like that's
Or fired or
cope.
she left.
I feel like it's cope that she left. Personally.
I don't know, they let her do some wacky shit while she was there. I think it's more likely she just left.
You think so?
Yeah.
I guess I can see that.
So, yes, Melissa Mercante did write a thing on Rolling Stone calling Halo 2 a classic, but development was a mess.
I mean, maybe it was. Have I seen the Crackets update? No. Is there something recently as of today? Are you talking about when he went on camera with a Muppet and a pedophile? Yes, I have. No, that's like legitimately true. He went on a podcast where a Muppet-style character and a guy that's been convicted of being a child diddler were on camera together. I'm not lying, chat.
I mean, I believe you.
Unless PPP is lying about that.
Like when you open Twitter and it says you have plenty Twist notifications.
Yeah, it's always funny to see that. Mercante happens to leave the day of the layoffs. Yeah, that's why I don't believe that she was somebody that left on her own accord.
She was probably on the chopping block already from the shit she's pulled.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. If there's anything that she would be on the chopping block for, it'd be the lawsuit stuff.
Yep.
Hmm.
But no, Halo 2 was already a mess. Like, it's obviously the most beloved next to, like, Reach. But it was a mess.
Whenever you get around to Nick, I can explain a little bit about that.
I was wondering if that's what they were talking about, because if it is who they were talking about, I already seen that update. So there's something recent as of today?
Within the last 12 to 24 hours, yeah.
What happened?
So Nick released a screenshot claiming it was Aaron's browser history.
Oh, I saw that.
Claiming that Aaron was searching Kiwi Farms for Nick, and then looking up cuck porn to get off on.
I did see that, yeah. And I don't believe that is true. I believe that Nick is trying to slander him.
Well, here's the problem with all that. So, one, nobody really knows exactly if, one, this is true, or two, if this is Nick pulling a gay op. But either which way goes one of two ways. The first way, if Nick or anyone else was somehow able to access his browser, that is considered hacking or accessing of a computer without authorization.
Yeah.
That's a crime. Two, if he didn't, and this is just a gay op, there's two things with Nick and Aaron. One, Aaron is under a gag order. He cannot say, he's under a restraining order. He can't say anything, talk, or mention anything about Kayla.
Yes.
Along with that, he is also a witness to Nick's against Nick in his drug case.
Yes. Oh, there's a giant ass bee.
And that could be considered witness intimidation.
Yeah, that is well, the shit he said on that stream the other night, I would consider to be witness intimidation, so.
Well, he's also going to go with the fact Sean, potentially criminal, talked about it on the casino, and he's talked about it a little bit afterwards. Nick has got to go with the fact of, well, you don't know if it was me or not.
Oh.
Because he's going to probably go with the same defense of, oh, no, the officer didn't view my stream. It's a copy of the stream that's not my stream, and it's edited, so he didn't view my stream, so it should be thrown out of court.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the new update. So it's gone into a realm of chicanery that's just I don't even have any words for.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, it is interesting to talk about, but like, Nick's not the main topic of the show.
I'm just saying if you want to know, but that's it.
Yeah. I want to get back to what me and Temp were talking about.
Nintendo?
Yes, Nintendo.
Yep, go ahead.
Here, I'll tell him. I think he said he was muted so we could talk to his audience.
Yeah, he's muted and deafened.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna get off the Nick train because this isn't really a stream to talk about Nick. I do apologize, chat. It's really more of just a stream to talk about the video game stuff. So yeah, Alyssa Mercante's gone from Kotaku now.
She went to a even less relevant news source.
Yes, she did, and that's kind of funny. That's really funny,
especially as far as her work is concerned.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about this Wicked update? This funny Wicked update?
Sure.
That they put the link to a porn website on the Wicked toys.
Yes.
On the toys for Wicked, for the Wicked Mattel toys, there are links to porn sites.
I do have to clarify for people because some of the boomers are being really stupid and they think that this was an intentional decision. No, it's just the website for the Wicked movie is wicked.com or wickedmovie.com, and the one they put on the toys is wicked.com. They forgot the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an intentional thing. They're just stupid.
Very
You
stupid.
guys
Here,
say
chat. Let's show. I want to show this because this is kind of
There's
terrifying.
a genuine problem on Twitter with boomers that seem to think it's intentionally trying to groom kids.
And I don't think that's the case. I think that, again, is this bad? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is horrible.
Oh yeah, that's a bad. Thankfully,
It's bad. It's hilarious.
Chat, quality control. Chat, I hope you know that whoever did this was immediately fired.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you know how much recall you have to do for that?
Oh yeah.
They spent so much money recalling on that.
Whoever did, yeah, no. This is hilariously awful. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there because I'm already hesitant on stuff like that. Period. But
It's a shitty porn website. You have to sign up for it.
aren't all porn websites shitty?
Yeah, but it's one of those that still thinks people are gonna pay for porn.
Really?
Yeah, when you go there, you have to pay for it. It just immediately pops up a screen that's like, "Hey, this. Do you want to sign up? This is how much you need to pay."
Oh my gosh.
Nobody pays for porn anymore. Porn websites, get with the times. Doesn't happen. Not a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. Just think of the damages to Mattel's image. Yeah. And they don't need that right now because Mattel is fighting Hasbro and Hasbro's already shitting the bed. Bad.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to get off topic, but these characters look so bad. Is this what passes for a girl's figurine these days?
Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, Akko, I made us a teleport to the beach, by the way.
Thank you.
If you're in the
No,
base, you
Cam,
can
not
hit M
every
and
porn
see
site
it.
is scat. I'm not saying they're scat. I'm saying they're shit.
We pirate porn these days? No, listen, Twitter's got enough of it for free.
Twitter and Reddit.
Well,
Yeah.
Twitter might become less and less because all the artists are thinking that they can go survive on another platform that is literally just exactly the same
Yeah,
as this
go
one.
to Blue Sky. Have fun.
Yeah, they go to Blue Sky. And there's a lot of not VTubers, artists that I kind of like. But them going over to Blue Sky just shows me that they don't know how to market themselves properly.
So
It's
this
kinda
person even
sad.
said the deluxe version of these dolls have the same link on them. So the even more expensive ones have the site on them.
Oh my
mean,
fuck.
On the artist, yeah, a little bit, but I don't ever fault anybody for trying to like expand themselves, I guess is the right word.
No, like if you want to use it, fine, but you're gonna come crawling back anyway.
Mhm.
Well, and I get that some of them are just dumb and they don't realize that it's not going to be any better. Because some people are just stupid.
No, I agree. Some of them are. And unfortunately, some of them know how to draw.
They don't like read too much into it and they're just like, oh yeah, no, I can just go and it'll be fine, right? And it's like, not
No.
necessarily.
Also, concerning Stream Talk, I think it'd be hilarious if Assassin's Creed Shadow got banned in Japan. Oh, that'd be funny. Please do that.
I don't think it would ever get banned. It would be really
No.
funny though. Thing is, I don't ever want anything banned because it's always a slippery slope.
I
to
agree.
avoid problems.
I agree. Unless it's like legitimately illegal. But that's a different topic, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, we did have 2 other topics. I'm gonna count. Technically, there's 4 or 5, but I'm gonna count one of them, like 3 or 4 of them, under their own label. So they're kind of like Hollywood or TV.
Yeah.
And these links are all from IGN, so keep that in mind. Star Wars episodes 10 through 12 were announced.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Where?
During I think it was a show in China. No, it was one of the other like Disney announcement things.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, we're getting Star Wars episode 10 through 12, and apparently it is supposed to be a new story while also being a continuation of the Skywalker saga. Now, IGN says that that's not true. I've heard from other sources that is true. That it is going to be a continuation of the Skywalker saga.
Again?
I was trying to be friendly.
And that they're going to put Rey
No, I
in
meant
the role
Akko.
of Obi-Wan in A New Hope.
Wait, what?
Yes, so Rey is going to be whoever's the new teacher in the first movie of this trilogy.
Where the fuck are they getting the money for this stuff? Like, legitimately.
Well, I can tell you right now what they're doing. They're trying to reset.
Yeah, they are. Rey isn't a Skywalker, and if you say that again, oh no, she isn't. She isn't. I'm just saying this is what I'm hearing. But I also don't think. Here's the thing: Disney Star Wars doesn't exist. Flat out, doesn't exist.
No. Yeah, chat, none of us here really like what Disney has done to Star Wars. Just know that.
Star Wars used to be one of the biggest franchises ever, and then Disney's like, but what if it wasn't? And then shot it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty accurate, sadly. And now it's kind of just like a, I don't know, a thing that you look at, and it's just like, man, you used to be cool.
Yeah. At the same day, IGN also, oh god,
Oh, are your things?
also happened to announce that Arcane. So Arcane season 2 came out.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. So I have not seen Arcane. I'm assuming
I
both
watched
of
the
you
first
have.
season. Arcane was fantastic.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I think everybody sort of knows this at this point, but the story in League of Legends is genuinely good. It's everything else that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like League of Legends, the game. Even the other games for League of Legends are typically pretty good.
It's just the main game that sucks ass.
It's toxic and fucking sucks, yeah.
Mhm.
That's kind of funny.
What's really funny about this is Arcane focuses around the story of Vi and Jinx. When Jinx came out, the community joked that Jinx was Vi's sister. Riot flat out said repeatedly, almost vehemently, that Jinx was not related to Vi, and there's no connection.
And now that's
Arcane made it canon that they are sisters.
I'm gonna have to call cap on that because I've played League for years. It was not a community thing. Everyone knew Jinx was Vi's sister.
Oh yeah.
It's in their dialogue in game. It's never been a thing that was not stated. I don't know where you got that from, honestly.
Well,
It was in different articles at the time.
Well, technically they're not biologically related, but yeah.
Well, no, Arcane makes them biologically related.
Interesting. Oh, skeletons from the sky.
But the reason why they made this post is they said it cost $250 million to make and market Arcane's 2 seasons, Variety reported, which may explain why there's no season 3 despite the Netflix show being a massive hit. Arcane is reportedly the most expensive animated series ever made.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I don't necessarily doubt that.
So there hasn't been an animated show more expensive?
You have to think show, not movie.
Yes.
I'm not
Most of the
sure.
time when they go for shows, they like cheap out really hard.
Yeah.
What would they even do for a season 3? We haven't seen season 2 yet, so I don't know. Because Arcane is built around the story of Piltover.
Right.
Honestly, Arcane would probably have infinite content if it was just an anthology.
Yep. But
Because you have to
Arcane
think,
is...
you could do literally like hundreds of stories with all the different characters in League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are dying for a fucking Thresh story ever since the Thresh event happened. Now that Thresh is unbound and out in the world lore-wise. People want to know what the fuck Mordekaiser's deal is. Because he's an actual, like, giant abomination from, like, the ether.
Yeah.
All these
No,
characters I don't know. I feel like I need some explanation.
It's fine. I do intend to watch Arcane when all of season 2 is out. Because it's coming out in chunks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So,
kind of the way to do it.
We only have the first chunk right now. So I'm going to watch it when it's all out.
I want something about Ari snacking on people. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Is that how you pronounce the name?
Yes, Ari.
That is funny.
I would like to get you to play League, like, even just, like, against bots. Just so you understand what we talk about.
Fuck no. Gross.
Oh, League is fun as a party if you have
Yeah,
like a
it
full
is.
party of people.
Yeah.
The League becomes toxic when you're actually with randoms because then people get super competitive.
Exactly. Like, even if you were to do PvP, doing PvP with a group of friends is fun.
What? Excuse me. I just don't know if that's a good idea. No playing League? See, Chad, I promised myself I would never touch League. And now my friends are
I
telling
think
me
you
I
would
should
like
play
it.
it. I don't think I would. I've heard all the
Well,
people
well,
screaming about it, and I'm just like, I
well,
don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm also saying against bots. Like, just play with us against the machine. I'm not saying people. I would not blame you for not doing PvP.
I'll think
God, I
about
would not
it.
blame you.
I'll think about it.
Yes, I also understand that a lot of us shit-talking League is to a level like a meme.
Yeah. I mean, I played it for many years. There's a reason I quit.
Spent literally thousands of dollars on it.
Oh yeah, same.
And it's all for the skins, right?
My last purchase
Yeah.
was the ultimate skin for Misfortune, which was $30.
And it was a fucking good-looking skin.
It's fantastic. Because Misfortune was my main, and she was amazing. The shit she could do,
You could do so much with Bilgewater. There's so many cool. I do not like Piltover. Like, I will not like mince words about that. I've never liked Piltover as a setting. I find it super boring.
I like it, but
the most interesting part of Piltover is under Piltover, which is
Yeah.
Jean.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
Everything on top of Piltover, it's like really boring political bullshit.
Yep, I agree.
I just do not care. I would rather do Bilgewater because it's a bunch of pirates and they have like a bunch of like lore and deities and shit going on over there. I like Jean. I like Noxus. I prefer them to do Noxus because there is so much like espionage going on in Noxus at all times.
Yep. Not really. If it's only 250 mil with the marketing, then there's there've been a few other that broke that on the base price alone. Okay, that's fair. Unless they only count Western stuff, they might only be counting Western stuff.
There's
But
a possibility.
I don't know.
I know they're definitely not counting movies.
So
More
Arcane,
than Rings of
like-
Power made in one season.
yeah.
650 million? What the fuck? Why are these TV so? Oh, that's right. I forgot that the Star Wars show was stupidly expensive too.
So, and Occo, maybe don't even play League. Just watch Arcane. Arcane is, ooh, Arcane's just fantastic.
You sounded like you were gonna have a moment there. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
So at one point, Akko told just through skins in game, they had an entire storyline with the country of Demacia where their prince was dead and was being puppeteered by a illusionist from Noxus called LeBlanc.
Uh-huh.
And you would only know this lore through skins. Because there is a skin of the Prince of Demacia looking in a mirror, and it's LeBlanc staring back at him through the mirror.
Yep. Another great story, just through skins alone, is Victor and his battle machines.
God, the Battlecast set is so good.
Oh, it's so good. So the Battlecast set already is you have this one guy from Zon.
I do have to say though, Battlecast makes no sense, but
It doesn't make
I like
sense, but
them.
that's okay. It's fine. He basically turned himself 100% into a machine because he deemed machines were better than flesh, and then started abducting people and creatures from the void and from other nations and other stuff, and basically forcibly turning them into machines and turning them into his slaves.
Also, all the creatures from the Void are fucking great.
Victor is Piltover. He is Piltover, but he is also Zon. He's both.
Congratulations for inventing gravity.
Project makes less sense, but they're awesome skins. Agreed. Victor is an Arcane. Victor is basically a 40k tech priest. Also true.
Also, I don't care what anyone says, Belveth is genuinely a great, like, Void champion. I know a lot of people are mad because her top half is sexy woman, but I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Belveth is great.
Yeah, she is.
The only reason, by the way, for anybody in chat who knows, that the, why didn't you just go over? What are you doing?
Making a pathway. Eventually we're gonna make a house here.
I mean, I guess, yeah. For anyone, I guess, who knows anything about League, the only reason I don't like the Battlecast skins lore-wise is because the Void creatures are canonically the strongest creatures, like, in universe.
Yeah.
Cho'Gath is so strong to the point where they genuinely are afraid that he's gonna eat the entire world at some point.
So that is one of those things. So Akko, so you have context to what Mizu just said. Cho'Gath, in a game, when he consumes an enemy champion with his ultimate, he actively grows bigger. By growing bigger, he gets tankier and does more damage.
Yep.
I could say so many innuendos right now.
So
And back in the day, when the League of Legends was actually a League of Mages, because the lore was the League of Legends was a League of Mages, and different people from different countries would apply to be within the League, and instead of countries having like full-out wars, they would settle their disputes within the League. The Mages would control people from their distinct countries, and they would fight them in sort of like an arena to prevent the destruction from going too bad, because they had reached a point where some of the wars were causing the continent itself to fracture and fall apart. And Cho'Gath in the lore at that time was said to be so strong that the League of Mages couldn't actually hold him back. That the only reason he was even there was because he enjoyed the thrill of the combat. And there's even like some old dialogue lines from that point where he talks to the different summoners and he tells them that one day he's just gonna break out and eat them.
Yep.
This is an interesting tangent, but I'm here for it.
Cho'Gath does have a limit in game, but in story he does not.
Yeah. Also,
But
despite the fact like all the void creatures in game kind of sound like morons, canonically they're all actual geniuses, at least the ones we see.
My favorite of the void champs is I forget the name, the burrowing lizard one.
Oh, Rek'Sai.
Rek'Sai. Oh, I've done some shit with Rek'Sai. Oh,
I do have to take it slightly back. Rek'Sai might genuinely just be retarded.
yes.
Cho'Gath is specifically stated to be a genius. Though.
Okay, so Mizu, you've played League.
Yeah.
Akko's a jungler, yes or no?
Maybe.
Either jungler or top lane.
I'm saying jungler or support.
I don't know why I just
I
lost.
don't see Akko as a support. I only think top lane.
I would just try and
jungler,
join back in.
because
Yeah.
Akko
It's just
is
a quick connection drop.
100% a tank and will unga bunga.
I don't know. I could see them tank support.
Excuse me.
Here's
I
the
could
thing,
too.
right? Because I know a lot of my friends get annoyed with me at this, but I am a 100% off meta support player.
Where's League? I'm open League right now.
Like, I absolutely pioneered support Cho'Gath before that was ever a thing.
Yep. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
While Temp is in the restroom, chat, don't forget to like the stream. We very much appreciate it. Like the stream, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Ow, fuck. My arm. And I'm pretty sure somebody sent me a dono and I didn't read it, so let me...
You completely cut out, by the way.
Oh, did I really?
You said remember to let...
Oh, my apologies. Remember to like the stream, chat. Wolf for 2 earlier. Wait, do the Wicked Doll URLs link to a les site? I don't know if it's a wicked.com is a lesbian site, but it is a porn site.
I saw pictures of guys on it. I doubt it's lesbian site. If it is, it's not lesbian specific.
Come on, Mizu. Don't you know that guys can be girls now, too?
Don't even. I will stab you. I will shank you myself.
And since Temp isn't back, Victus would like me to tell you all that
The
Kirsch...
dog went out back to do his business.
Oh my gosh. That Kirsch now has a plushie coming out. I will try to obtain one personally because it looks amazing.
I have not seen it, but that does sound cool.
Yeah, it is a Kirsch plush from U2's.
Oh. I would kill for some shit like that.
I know. Well, we'll get there one day.
Yeah.
I think that it's gonna happen. You know, for now,
Speaking of, on the election stream, we have like 35,000 impressions. I wish that translated into views. I don't know what YouTube impressions count as.
I believe YouTube impressions count as every single time somebody saw it.
It's wild to think 35,000 people saw that stream. Like,
Not like
just pop
clicked
up in
on
their
it, but
feed.
just it popped up in their feed. Yeah.
It's weird thinking about like the size of those numbers, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's listen, Mizu. I say it all the time, and I'll continue to say it. I never thought a stream where randomly you and Lumi, and then eventually me getting together to talk about drama would translate into so many people in the VTuber sphere hating us and also liking us. I never thought I'd talk to some of the people I've talked to, and it's eternally humbling every single day. You know.
Also, I am about 800 hours from partner on my YouTube.
Oh, congratulations! You're getting there. You just
I'm
gotta
at,
keep
like,
streaming.
2,180 or something.
You just gotta put out a video or two. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a video or two. I do need to make videos.
I still need to upload that Latingles video.
Oh my gosh. Give it a good thumbnail. A stream highlight. Anyway. There was something that you didn't talk about that I wanted to mention. I'm trying to find it. You keep talking though.
So the other topic, as far as like in the same vein of like Arcane and Star Wars, is a Mass Effect series was also announced for Amazon.
Yes. Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mass Effect is probably screwed. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Mass
Effect is probably hosed at this point.
It was written by the same people who did Veilguard. Yeah. It's probably screwed.
Ironically, the show has a better chance of being better than Mass Effect 4.
You think so?
The TV series is being written by the same guy who did Fast and Furious 9.
Really?
I'm not saying yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So again, I'm not saying it's gonna be good, but I'm saying it has a better chance of being good than ME4.
That's interesting. I still have no faith.
People are coping about Veilguard so bad.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that article that was getting shared around today?
Which one?
That the breasts aren't any bigger because that's as big as normal breasts go.
Oh yeah, that's such fucking cope. It's just like, bro, you're meaning to tell me.
Normal breasts go much bigger. Oh.
Yeah. I think that's just a woman that is upset that she doesn't have Habadonka Donkas.
A woman in 3 quotation marks.
Exactly. It's Amazon.
I'm not trying to be rude to that particular community, but if you're gonna say some shit like that, yeah, I'm gonna put you woman in 3 quotation marks.
No, yeah, I agree.
Mass Effect died the day Veilguard came out? Yep.
Yeah. I've seen fat boobs. I have to. Chat, listen.
Oh yeah, so have I.
When a woman becomes pregnant, she gets big tits. When a woman is pregnant...
Ignoring that, they're saying that max titty size is what? A cup? Like, no. Also, nobody can see your stream if you're streaming, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
sorry.
The game.
Sorry. I was, switching something around. Thank you for that.
Gotcha. Just letting you know.
It's one of those things where I look at it and I'm like, this is somebody that's clearly lying. The fact that
you
it was...
don't understand. A cup is as big as they go. It's like, what are you talking about? Who told you that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it possible a lolly wrote that article?
No. Well, no, because they're doing an interview.
I know, it's a joke.
I know, but I'm just saying.
It's a joke.
Like, they're doing an interview. They didn't know anything.
Z cup is gigantic. Unironically, chat, there is a point when it's too big, and I think we are getting a little too big at Z.
Like, chat, like, we do have art of like Akko and Hikari with like gigantic tits.
Boobs are boobs.
That's unrealistic for their sizes, but
oh no.
They can get that big.
I've always maintained that the size that I do in Akko, in the hentai I do for Akko, is like accurate to what she would be.
Fair.
That is her. Fair. I would say that the size in the body pillow that will eventually come out is her natural size.
Oh yeah. God, I'd like to get a body pillow of Hikari. Sorry, what?
Unironically, chat.
I dream of a Mizu body pillow one day.
That would be pretty cool. I'd buy it, even though I probably would only have one body pillow.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, chat.
I'd sleep with myself.
I'm gonna tell you all right now. I have proposed the idea to Akko that 2025 we're actually going to start working on getting femdog, like an official design, and maybe start working on a model.
Now you are probably going to have to be the big header to fund that, but I would definitely endorse it.
I'm not saying we do it. The first and foremost is going to be design. Like a proper one.
Yeah. Excuse me. But I want to see it.
So. And I have ideas already.
I'm so excited. You need to get Ari to draw it first.
Oh, I am. Ari is going to be the one doing it.
Temp isn't dodging the femboy to trans pipeline. No, he's not gonna be trans. He's just gonna be a femboy. That's his whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. He's just gonna be a femboy.
Trans comes later.
And that's how that works, yeah.
Will it be white with red highlights? We will see. I'm not going to tell you anyone what I have in mind. I'm just going to say that I have something in mind.
Yeah, Chad, he hasn't even told me.
Look, I'm not going to say I've been blessed with my friends, but with all the women in my circle of friends that are naturally gifted, puts a smile on a man's face. See, chat. I'm jealous.
Just like tomboys aren't trans. Exactly. Penn knows exactly what they're talking about.
Hikari's bastard dog son?
Why is the nymph stuck in the middle of a snowstorm?
Oh, you mean the dryad?
Yeah.
I just haven't chosen like who to put in that house yet.
Poor
I have to
woman.
have people that enjoy the cold area, and then I can get a pylon and we can teleport there.
I see.
But I don't really have anybody yet, because the best ones are the cyborg, which is super late game, the mechanic, which is hard mode, and the goblin tinker, which requires us to do an invasion.
I see. Fair enough. Trans people claim all femboys are eggs. Why do we tend to have that problem? I don't know. That's a weird ass problem. It's just like the whole them getting mad when we say stop going after children. It's really, really, really weird. It bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah. You get used to it.
Yeah.
You do. Oh, this is something I wanted to bring up. It's a very minor thing, but I think it's worth bringing up.
Don't bring up the minors.
Not that. Apparently, Sony is claiming that they are not giving up on PlayStation accounts
Oh,
for
yes.
PC, saying that it is necessary so people can game safely.
That's what I wanted to bring up from earlier. Thank you.
It's
So,
dumb and they're stupid.
Sony, what is this horseshit?
yeah, chat. Sony is basically saying that you should expect PSN accounts forever because they needed to verify the integrity, that sweet integrity of their games.
They need our information to sell.
Whatever that is. Yeah, I don't. Whatever reason it is, in my personal opinion, doesn't necessarily matter. What matters is that they're being stupid, and they're proving that they really don't know how to redeem themselves. Because like, here's the thing that sucks. You've got a moment where Nintendo is sucking and they have Sony has a moment.
Genuinely bad.
Fuck. Everybody's just kind of like sucking right now.
They are, yeah. Now, here's what's really funny is we all get mad at Nintendo for what they're doing. This is worse.
Yeah.
On the surface, it doesn't sound worse, but it's worse.
Pretty much. I don't know. It really sucks to be like, who is more evil? And it's for the moment, Sony is still got that trophy unlocked.
Yeah, Sony right now still has, the trophy of being. Give your voice chat data to our AI models. Yeah. Pretty much.
I just don't care about AI. Genuinely doesn't bother me still.
Yeah. I mean, there is some reason to be bothered by it, but
I just don't care.
Yeah.
So many people care like immensely, and I just can't be bothered.
oh no, Tapeworm, no.
What?
Femdog is Hikari's bastard dog son. Hikari, why does he look like a dog? Why is he a dog? Explain.
Do I have to bring out the David Cage song?
White girls fuck dogs.
oh no. So yeah, Sony's being a piece of shit again. Don't support Sony.
But at the same time, support the fact that they're defending Pocket Bear. It's a weird one. I don't really know how you can spin that. It's just a weird one. Oh man. Was there anything else interesting worth talking about?
No, that was our last topic.
Chat, this is kind of the moment. If you got anything in pop culture, not politics.
We already hit the politics and we made people mad.
Pretty much. Well, oh fuck. Okay. Did we talk about how Trump's trying to tell companies that they can't censor people anymore?
We have not.
We kind of did.
I did not.
Yeah, that came up almost at the beginning of the stream.
It did. It did. Oh, today is Leonardo DiCaprio's 50th birthday.
He's an old man.
He is. Holy cow. That's crazy.
The song White Girls Fuck Dogs start playing. Oh, you know what we could talk about? You know what? There's some news. It's a very questionable news, but it's news.
Oh, you got me interested.
Chat, I'm not going to show this on stream. This stream will get taken down if I show it on stream, so I'm not going to show it on stream, but we are going to talk about it.
Oh, you're worrying me now.
Those of you who've paid attention to Subverse...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You will be happy to know it comes out on Friday into 1.0. It's leaving early access on Friday. Those of you who do not know what Subverse is, it is basically hentai
The game Tim Pool tried to sue.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is that.
I find it so funny that he tried to do that. Really, really, really funny.
He was so convinced he was going to take the W on it too.
Yeah.
Chat, this is the most I can show of the game.
That's kind of funny to say.
And this is pushing it.
What are you showing?
It's a picture of Emmy, the robot chick.
I will say, from what I've seen of Subverse, like, because I have it, I've played a little bit of it. Not hugely interested, honestly.
I backed it. Steam name is Subverse. It's on Steam.
I backed it too, I think.
I backed it.
Is it still in my games list? It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
It is. Holy shit, it's nearly 60 fucking gigabytes.
Yeah, it's big now.
That's what she said.
The name from Tim Pool. To be fair, that's probably a joke they're going to make if they haven't already made it.
They already have. There's a Tim Pool joke in it.
No. The 60 gigs is big.
Oh. I don't know. It's probably not compressed very well, honestly.
Well, they wanted to add a lot to this game. So
it's not 60 gigs of a lot. They're just shit at compression.
That's fair. To be fair, I'd rather 60 gigs than whatever COD's shitting out. But yeah. So Subverse comes out on Friday. It is $40 right now. It's probably go up to $60 when the game comes out. So if you want it, I'd get it now. It will not be going on sale until after its release. Like a few months.
You know what? We can talk about this for a few minutes, Temp. This is Sonic related.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's more like a speculation thing. But like this person here, I'll pull it up on stream.
Okay. I see the dog is looking at loots again. It is the most safe for work image I could show. I mean, to be fair, there's other images, but that kind of gives you an idea of like what Subverse is. Trust me, the game is very, very not like. There's even I see naked tits right there, and I can't show you that.
I posted a bunch of not safe for work on my Twitter earlier. People liked it.
I saw that.
Yes, I heard about this. I did hear about this. Thank you.
About what?
So, there are apparently rumors that if Sonic 3, the movie, does really well, that the planned spin-off for Shadow, because the original idea was they were going to do a show, kind of like Knuckles. If the movie does well enough, they might upgrade that from being a show to a movie.
I would be down, personally.
Apparently, they're also saying that they have plans for Silver. I think that's jumping the shark a little bit.
Well, you're the Sonic expert here. What do you think?
We don't even have Metal Sonic yet. We don't have Amy yet. To be fair, in hindsight, we don't have Sonic 3 yet. We might have Amy, but I really think they need to kind of dial it back to like, we need Metal Sonic. We need, if they really want to push into like the 3D era, we need Chaos before we deal with Silver and potentially Mephiles and Iblis and Solaris, and that's just a mess over there. We don't need that yet. They need to just dial it back to just, you know, basically the start. You know, Metal Sonic, Chaos. Because we're doing SA2 now. I think once we leave what they call the Dreamcast era, then that's dangerous waters. Don't get me wrong, I'm okay with Silver existing, but I think right now that's a bad idea. Unless they mesh it with Shadow's story. Like the whole like Silver with, and then like Maria and so
I don't know.
because there's been fan theories for years that Silver is like Shadow's future child or something like that.
Oh God, hope not.
Well, there is precedent for that actually.
Dad, it's me.
So the reasoning for this is the people compare Shadow to Vegeta and compare Silver to Trunks. Trunks is Vegeta's son.
Oh, Akko, first off, need to join Blue Team again. And here's boots, and here's a new pickaxe.
Thank you.
Better the
pickaxe
hard-boiled
shark.
heavies than Silver.
Wait,
They're dumping more modern characters too fast. I wouldn't say. For now, we just have Shadow. That's fine.
that's a shark.
Yeah. And when we get into hard mode, it'll be even better.
Is that an axe?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, thank you.
They had to nerf it because people would rush getting it, and then they wouldn't get any other pickaxe until hard mode.
Okay.
Because it used to not be. Let me see. What is it now? It's 59% pickaxe power. It used to be 120.
Okay. Anyway, so you don't think, Tim, that Silver would be a good idea?
The only way I can see Silver working is if he was tied to the Shadow movie and was used as a way to explore Shadow's past.
Okay, fair enough.
I think jumping the shark straight from like SA2 to 06 is insane.
Considering the fact I just got a shark pickaxe, that's really funny. But yes, I agree. Yeah, you're completely right. That is yeah, I
That
don't
is
know.
definitely jumping the shark.
Silver and Sonic and the Black Knight is also playing the knight who is the son of Lancelot. Yes. So there's
Oh.
definitely hints that Sega has placed there that could imply Silver is the future son of Shadow. But Sega's never confirmed that, and it probably will never will.
No, unfortunately, Sega's just kind of weird right now. They're just kind of in this weird spot where I don't feel like they have an identity for some of the things that they want to do.
Yeah. No matter what, I think if Shadow gets his own movie, that's going to focus on the plot of his own game. So like Black Doom and Alien Invasion and stuff like that. And I'm okay with that. The problem is, and the way that they've talked about the movies, is that they compare to wanting the movies to kind of be more like a cinematic universe. And the whole events of Shadow's game, if they wanted to do that in a movie form, would almost be akin to an Avengers movie. If you wanted to like put it in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Which would imply like, you know, you'd probably want Sonic and Shadow and potentially even Silver, or like, you know, so you have multiple, like in the finale bit, like super forms.
Yeah.
So that's kind of dangerous, unless, you know, I'm okay if they don't do that, but so I don't know. It's definitely weird. I think what they need to do is we have SA2 right now with Sonic 3. I think Sonic 4 needs to kind of dial it back to Sonic CD.
Yeah.
Akko's just struggling.
No, my apologies. I had to deal with something.
There definitely are implications in the trailers that we've seen that's where they will go. Because the fact that Eggman now has 2 of Sonic's quills. Which it's not like he's trying to like collect all of his quills. That's, you know, that's dumb. But they've implied that his quills have their own latent power. So he could easily use 2 of them to make Metal Sonic. Which I think is where they're going to go with it.
Don't worry, chat. The bot has been fixed. That's interesting. I've never had somebody on a Twitter live come in and act like a retard. That's interesting.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to try and take care of it for you, but then I realized
You can't. There's no way you can do it on a Twitter live stream.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Did you see it, Mizu?
No,
Yeah,
I don't ever keep Twitter open.
Also, please never do 06 in a movie format. Please, never.
Dude, no,
ever,
listen. I
do not want to see movie Sonic kissing a human.
I do.
I do.
I do not want to see that.
I do. It would be chat. Press 1. You want Sonic kissing some female actor IRL. You're lying to yourself if you say no.
Oh.
I guess press 2 if you're not interested in hot furry sex stuff. Retard alert.
Redhead lives matter. Whoa. See, I can get behind that.
Bro.
Did you get hit by a boulder, really?
At least kissing. Okay. They could very easily just make Elise a Sonic, like a furry in a way. You could say that, and it'd work a lot better.
So our next one is Eater of Worlds.
That sounds fun. We fighting him tonight?
We can fight him at daytime or nighttime.
Okay.
I just have to torture myself to getting an area set up for him.
Okay. We'll do that, and then I think
I don't know which is the most batshit insane about that. Sonic fans are playing furries. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes, both. It'll unlock a whole new generation of furries. It would. We don't need that.
You don't think so?
No. All right, Temp is a ginger. I am actually a redhead, like IRL.
He is, chat. You don't have to like question it. It is very true. The furries are insane. It depends. I have seen furries be weirdly more anti-lolicon than lolicons being anti-furry. It's kind of weird.
So yeah, I will promise you right now, the week Sonic 3 comes out, we will have a full Nightwave talking about Sonic 3. Full spoiler stream.
I'm down with that. That's like in a couple weeks though, isn't it?
That's December 20th.
I just realized I get to go see, since I know people where I moved, I get to go see Sonic 3 with them.
Yeah. Oh my god, Akko.
And I'm not going to mention who I live near, but...
Akko.
Mm-hmm.
If we go that Friday... I'm not saying me and Akko would go see it the same, like, together. That's not happening.
Yeah, because we live far apart.
We do live far apart. But if we were to go see it on the 20th or the 21st, we actually would be able to talk about it on the 22nd. Chat, we're going to have a Nightwave live the week of Christmas.
Oh, hold on. Let me look at the schedule, yeah. Because Christmas is the 25th. 29th or the 22nd, yeah. By the way, Chad, I am streaming on Christmas. I know you might be busy with family, but I will be here for all of the lonely fucks.
I don't know what I'm doing, I'll be honest.
You know what? I know that my family will want to call me on Christmas and spend some time with me on call during Christmas. But we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Chat.
Maybe we'll both stream on Christmas. We'll see. It depends on what's going on. If anything, I will stream at least probably on Christmas Eve.
A Sonic Christmas? Oh, gosh.
So. But yeah, no, Sonic stuff is interesting. I think it's going to be a hit. I think Sonic 3 is going to do very well. I mean, it has Keanu Reeves. It's going to do very well. Sorry, not only does it have Keanu Reeves, but it has Keanu Reeves who did research. Chat, I don't know if any of you know this, but Keanu Reeves went hyper nerd with this movie. There are plenty of reports that Keanu Reeves actually, he would not show up to, recording sessions unless he had, comics or different knowledge about the franchise, specifically of Shadow, that he could use as reference. This man was ready to play Shadow.
And I like that about him.
He did not just go into this saying, I was hired to do this, I'm going to do this. No, he wanted to know what role he picked.
Yeah.
What role he got put into.
Aren't they making a new Constantine movie because he really wanted it?
I think so, yes.
Because I know he had been asking about it for a long time, and I think somebody mentioned that he had finally gotten his wish.
Yep.
Oh, yay, that fuck me. I'm all alone too.
Constantine 2 has definitely been talked about.
I'm coming.
Oh, I know he did that for John Wick, but I'm saying he did this for Sonic 3.
Survive, I'll come.
Why would you do this to me when Akko is not here?
See,
you asshole.
Okay. Kind of back to the Nintendo fighting Sega topic. That actually is a rumor, sorry, that Keanu did go through all the endings of Shadow of his game for the movie.
Really?
Yes, that is actually a rumor that he played through every single ending of Shadow's own game for the role.
To be fair, the Shadow the Hedgehog game was great. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, Mizu. Artificial chaos stages can suck a dick.
I don't care.
Other than that, I agree.
They weren't that hard skill issue.
Anyway, Keanu's already been a consummate professional. His prep for the John Wick movies is legendary. Yeah. So kind of back to the Sony Nintendo topic. I forgot about this. Sony's doing a Zelda movie with Nintendo.
You're
okay, we're good.
right.
That's been known knowledge for a while now, but if they're actively using Power World as a stepping stone to go after Sony,
Oh yeah, I've
How's
been
that?
fishing.
how's that going to affect Zelda?
He's just going fishing while I'm killing him.
Well, he's been gone for me.
Oh, I think the game's lagging for me then.
Oh no, if he's still there, you just go ahead and kill him.
Okay. That's interesting, Tom.
Is he
The
doing his
Zelda
little
movie
speech?
makes me afraid. I understand that thought, but the Mario movie was fantastic.
Oh, do you have a double jump yet?
No, I think I might need to disconnect.
Why is he still there?
Yeah.
Have you not tried killing him?
No, he's just he was like a cloud there.
Ah, fair.
Anyway, I mean
It's
it
a
is
live-action Zelda movie. This is very true, and there's good reason to have concern. I'm not saying do not have concern. What I am saying is to give it a chance, because Mario was fantastic.
I thought Mario was eh.
I really enjoyed it.
Mm.
So, my problem with Zelda is the live-action movie. That's where my concern is.
I don't know. I thought that the Mario movie was okay. I'm interested to see where they go from here. Anyway, I
I
think
didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was eh.
No, yeah. I think we've exhausted all of our stuff for tonight.
Fair enough.
And while
yes.
I could just go on rambling, I did tell Bull I would like to talk to him in 6-ish hours, 6 to 7 hours, about some back-end stuff I need to get done. This has been a great stream tonight. I apologize for a bit of the intermittent stuff in the middle there. But I appreciate everybody coming out. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you, chat. We're almost at the turkey fund. I appreciate that a lot. Helps me find a turkey to slay so that I can enjoy it.
So that is basically funding your Thanksgiving.
Not really. It's just a little like funny little fan funding thing that I put up every single month. Like, you know,
See,
I'll put it up.
Akko, if you don't use that money to get Akko in a turkey outfit, I'm disappointed in you.
That's not what the money's for.
Chat, we just need to see Akko in a plump turkey outfit.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Small Akko in a turkey.
It's
See,
like
chat.
Lolly
it's small
Akko
Akko
is
and
a
a turkey.
turkey.
Slutty Quaker outfit. See, chat. If Akko's in a turkey, where's the stuffing coming from?
Everywhere. I mean, what?
Akko gonna be gobbling something.
Wow.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just put the yippee in a turkey outfit, all right? That'll work better.
New kink unlocked. A busty foul.
Oh dear.
You're welcome, chat. I did this for you. I called dibs on the first stuff.
And this is where it devolves.
This is where it devolves. Chat, we're done for the night.
I do appreciate you all, though. You guys are amazing. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
I promise you all I will get Akko to play Dark Side with me.
Eventually, yeah. Sorry, I am also just kind of tired right now, so you can probably hear it. I'm slowly petering out. I apologize.
Oh,
The
I can hear it.
last half
Absolutely.
hour has been... Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming out tonight. You guys are amazing. Appreciate all of that. I will not be streaming tomorrow.
Chat, we're gonna do final shill for the hour or for the stream. If you like the content we're producing, please leave a like, subscribe over on YouTube, follow on Twitch, even subscribe to Akko
Yes,
on
please
Twitch.
do. No, subscribe
And
on
join the
YouTube.
Discords. It definitely helps. It lets you know when we both go live. Obviously, Akko and I have different Discords, so yeah.
Yep. And follow Mizu as well.
And I'm gonna minorly show on Akko's stream because I'm allowed. There's my Discord link.
Ugh.
Akko, when are you going live next?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay. Akko's gonna be on Wednesday. I'll be on Friday.
Yep, chat, I gotta work
For
on...
more Rogue Trader.
Chat, you know what I'm gonna work on? Hold on. I'm gonna show you. Chat. Gotta be careful how I open this here. Chat. Look at these screenshots. I have over 113 screenshots of VTubers versus Donald Trump. I'm gonna do the recording tomorrow morning, and hopefully the editing so that I can get this out on Friday or Saturday. I'm so excited.
Let's go.
Night chat, night Akko.
Good night,
Bye,
Mizu.
Mizu. So yeah, we'll see you all on Wednesday for whatever Akko's doing, and then I will be on Friday.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
ready.
all have a good night. Do you want to duo raid someone?
I'm rating Bonnie on Twitch.
You're raiding Bonnie on Twitch.
I am. They're playing War Thunder. Alright, chat. You guys have a good night.